He's like love, 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 and music. La la la, love, 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 and music. Love, love.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jay Lee. This is Jay Lee's Corner, and this is another edition of Car Conversations on Jay Lee's Corner. Okay. I am on my way home from work, and I ain't going back and forth with nobody. Ain't nobody that can be off by square, and ain't nobody at work gonna get on my goddamn nerves, okay? But I told everybody, I'm just joking, y'all. No, I'm serious, but I'm just saying nothing happened. I hope everybody had a great Monday. I'm driving home, and I'm like, I want to talk about a couple things. Nene and Porsha. Also, this whole Winnie, Harlow, Eva the Diva, and Tyra situation. And also, Toni, Braxton's husband, kind of clapped back at his wife, ex-wife, on a comment she made on Jada's show. So, if you have not done so already, please take a moment to subscribe to my channel and become a whole J-Bird. Hey, J-Bird. Y'all know this is a late night edition live, but not live, but video. I be forgetting people all the time be doing YouTube videos or whatever, and you can't see their face at all. So I'm like, if I'm a little bit dark, it's dark outside, it's okay. Y'all ain't gotta see my face all the time. Do not forget to also like, comment, and share this video, to hit that notification bell to let yourself know when I have new content available, and to also shop my T3 merchandise. And if you want to send me something, yes, I have a P.O. box, and the address is listed in the comment, the description box below. Okay, all that is out the way. So first up, Nene and Porsha. So Nene and Porsha, of course, saw beefing last night on Instagram, and I believe on Twitter as well, based on the show Real Housewives of Atlanta, because Nene is, I think, insinuating that Porsha threw her up under the bus the same way Porsha did frickin' Frack, better known as her and Phaedra from the show before. So we all saw the episode where, Candy was talking to the girls, and, Nene said to Candy and to everybody else, we not gonna tell Porsha shit, okay, Candy? Don't you tell her, don't worry about it. Let Porsha do what she gonna do, okay? That is what was said at the dinner table. Wasn't nobody gonna tell Porsha nothing. But somebody went back and told Porsha that, what Candy was saying or what Candy was asking. And when, Candy kind of found out that Porsha was upset or whatever, so then we're all having dinner again, she brought it up like, I know somebody told you, Nene, about whatever, you know what I'm saying? So Nene was saying how she did not tell Porsha. However, Porsha, in the confessional, it seemed like Porsha was confirming that Nene is indeed the one who told her what Candy said. But Nene is upset for whatever reason. Saying how, the minute somebody gets a chance to throw you up under the bus, I know better now, I've learned my lesson or whatever. Look, we don't know who technically told Porsha. Porsha then kind of backpedaled on Pussy Pops on Twitter, and was saying how the producers or how editing made it seem like, that she was saying that Nene told her. She's saying that was all editing and that was all production. That was not what she said. She was like, I was saying how Nene later on said, maybe Candy was trying to look out for me or whatever. That's what I meant. I'm like, look, I don't know. My thing is this. Well, I don't think it was Marlo. When I first said, I thought it was Marlo too. But that's neither here nor there. They was on Instagram going back and forth, and Porsche like, oh, you a fake bitch. And I'm like, now y'all calling each other bitches again? I'm looking like, look, the door is either open or closed. This is the doggy door. What's going on here? I feel like Nene can't be upset at all, because unless she didn't say it. That's the weird part. But again, everybody taking shit to social media is crazy. Porsha even said, you text me, asked me a question, and then made an assumption and came on social media and made a post. You old fake bitch. And I'm like, Porsha, your pregnant ass down too. Because again, y'all be beefing on social media, and for what? And I also think a lot of this shit beats to get better ratings for the show. Not that the ratings are all the way down, but you know what I'm saying, sometimes the show don't be as entertaining. And you know, recently Nene be all over social media commenting on everybody's stuff. I mean, last night she responded back to so many people posts or comments. I'm like, girl, ain't you booked and busy? Fuck them people. Cut them comments off, Nene. Leave it alone. Okay? Leave it the fuck alone. But them two going back and forth to me is kind of crazy. Simply because if Porsha's saying that it's editing or it was the producers or whatever, then leave it be. But I'm like, Nene, you always come to social media trying to drag somebody. I'm like, it's just tiring. It's like, why even go that far? Wait, leave that shit for the reunion. That's why the housewife shit ain't really, you know what I'm saying, like it used to be, because they always on social media discussing every goddamn thing. Y'all don't leave shit to the fucking reunion. That's the part that's crazy. Leave us something. Leave us some kind of mystery. Like, why y'all beefing after the show on social media right after the show? Like, y'all not saving nothing. Like, ain't no point to watch the show, because you can find out what's gonna happen on social media all day, every day. It's just stupid. I think they both look foolish. I think they both need to calm the fuck down, and we need to wait until the reunion, okay, and ask them then, okay? I don't want to have them all, fixing shit all season. Like, that means the reunion gonna be boring as hell. But I digress. Anyway, that's all I have to say about that. They need to calm the fuck down. I was gonna post all the responses they need to put, but I ain't care enough. It wasn't enough fuck to do that. So I said I'll just talk about it real quick. But I think it was childish. I thought it was childish, and I thought it was petty. Mainly because if you didn't say it, handle all that at the reunion. Stop letting the season play out on social media. Don't do that. That makes it boring. Okay, it's boring as hell. Once I already know at the reunion they won't talk about it because they've already discussed it on social media 2 months before the damn reunion was recorded. Oh, crazy people. Winnie, Harlow, Eva the Diva, and Tyra Banks. So Winnie Harlow, who we all know is a model, she's dating with Khalifa currently. I don't want to describe her this way, but she's a model who happens to have vitiligo. But she's a beautiful, beautiful girl or whatever. But she was on a season of America's Next Top Model. So she was on Watch What Happens Live one night or whatever, and Andy, or I think somebody asked her if she felt like how the show like helped her or whatever. And she gave her own opinion. People all down the girl's throat. Now, what she said was, the show kind of didn't help me the same way it don't help all the other girls, okay? She said the show was basically a reality show. She then said, after I was on the show, someone did see my pictures, and they liked my pictures, but it wasn't pictures from the show. It was other pictures that I had did elsewhere. She said, so for me, the show didn't help me. It was just a reality show. And people all up in arms, like, oh my God, you know what I'm saying? She need to pay homage. She can't bite the hand that feeds her. No one would have known her. Eva said on the show last night, on Watch What Happens Live last night, nobody would know her. You know what I'm saying? Wiz Khalifa wouldn't know her, or Drake wouldn't know her. No one would know her if she wasn't on America's Next Top Model. But I'm like, Eva, we wouldn't know you either. And I don't think Winnie's point was the show did nothing at all. I think what she meant was, people go on the show and they assume that the show is going to really catapult them into fame, into absolute, positively, a big old fame ball of I'm famous, I'm booking all these shows. And she was saying, for the majority of the people, that don't happen. And the killing part about it is Adrienne, who won, I think she might have won season 1. She said the same thing. She said, it don't help you the way you think it do. That does not mean it doesn't give you any exposure. She didn't mean that it doesn't help you in any way. What she meant was, what you think it will do, it will not do for you. But it gets you famous the same way any other reality show gets you famous. And I'm like, think about this. America's Next Top Model has had how many seasons? Who do we know from that show? Who do we know that has skyrocketed to anywhere? Out of all them girls, most of them girls aren't modeling. Some are, absolutely, but not all of them. I'm like, people fail to realize it's a reality competition. You want to know how you know that? Because they put your ass, it's the real world for models. They put your ass in the house, there's a grand prize at the end, and they record your reality on the show. It is a reality show competition, because someone wins at the end. It's true. And then Tyra came on and said, well, you know, I found her on Instagram. And I'm like, but that doesn't mean that because you found her on Instagram and she feel like the show did not help her as much as it could have, she ended up having to help herself. Okay? Probably meaning nobody from the show booked me any shows. Nobody from the show got me a manager. Nobody from the show did A, B, C, D, E, F, and G for me. However, it's a reality TV show which do get you out there. And I'm like, what she said wasn't fake or false. It's true. So I was kind of mad, like, why they acting as if she's down in the show? She was just honest about what the show is. She was honest about that. I think I've said before on prior seasons, you don't really hear from them people. You don't. Think about this. How often is Tyra's show? How often do you see Tyra with any of them girls? Any of them girls? You don't. And then once the show is over, you see her with the winner in the photo shoot. And that's it. If you want to know why? Because it's a goddamn reality competition show. I'm confused as to why people acting like what she said wasn't factual, actual, and a goddamn fact and truth. Because it was. Now, she could have added, but I'm thankful for the opportunity. She could have added that, but I'm like, I didn't see no line what she said. We don't know none of them damn people at all. We don't. We barely know we know some of the black winners, and that's for the black people. We know Eva. I remember Winnie. I remember Ada because she won first. I remember Yaya because she was on there too. But you know what I'm saying? You are on the opportunities. What she meant was, you get what you put into it. It's not going to instantly make you famous. The same way any other reality show, we know somebody from that, and they didn't have to do their own due diligence to get popular in any shape, way, shape, or anything else. That's life. Snooki and them on Jersey Shore, it was a goddamn reality show. All these shows, you have to put your best foot forward, and once the show is off, you have to do your own thing. The producers of that show isn't booking you for shit. If you don't book your own shows, you don't get booked, bitch. And that's what she meant. Nobody from that show helps you when the show is over, because it is a reality competition show. And that's all I have to say about that. But again, it do get them exposure, but it's true, it's just a reality show. And if once that show is over, if you don't put forth no effort, nobody from that show is gonna call you and say, hey, I'm gonna book you for the show. Hey, we're gonna work with you. They don't do that, because once you put off the show, you're put off the show. You don't get a contract, you don't get a model agent, you don't get any of that stuff, because it's a reality competition show. Okay, last but not least. So, Toni Braxton was on, Red Table Talk, I think it was maybe 2 weeks ago, if not 3 weeks ago, I think it was 2 weeks ago. And she was on there talking about divorce, because we know she's divorced from her kid's father, Carrie. So, on the show, she brought up how, they had money issues, and how she was upset that at the end that she had to pay alimony, and, she wished she didn't have to pay it. And it did lead people to believe that he wanted alimony, or because of them being divorced, that he requested it. And he wanted to kind of, clear up what really happened. So he posted on Instagram today, or maybe it was yesterday, but he posted how, he don't like the way the show made things look. He said he don't agree with how they always kind of portrayed him, whether that was in the biopic movie they did on Lifetime, her book, the reality TV show, all that stuff. He said it's always made him be looked at as some kind of light. Okay, he said before me and her got married, I didn't have any kind of lawyer. Her lawyers said she needs a prenup. Her lawyers drew up the prenup, and her lawyers put in a clause saying if they get divorced, this is what Toni will give him in the divorce. He said, I just signed it because it's what they wanted me to sign, but I didn't ask for shit. I didn't negotiate shit or nothing. It was just a part of the prenup. He said once we got divorced and things did not work out, I never contested anything. Like, I never really asked for it. He said eventually she contacted me and told me her lawyer said per their prenup, the money per the prenup, money will automatically be going to him because it was a contract. And so he said I never really, it was like that's what it was. It wasn't him asking for it. He also brought up how it just wasn't like we had this fight. He said the way she made things seem was like I forced her to pay me alimony, or like I asked for it because we were divorced, and that's not what happened. And I said cause that's what I thought. I didn't, you know what I'm saying? Because even when she said it was in a prenup, I thought it was in a prenup because he asked for it. She never said, this is what my lawyers came up with and he just signed it. This is what this is what I agreed to give him. It was just different. And I know people think, well, maybe he should have said, no, that ain't what happened. If you marry somebody and that person's rich and they say, okay, if we divorce, I'll give you this. And I think at that time, she probably had all of that. And when they got divorced, she didn't have it all. But she still was required to pay it because it was a goddamn prenup. So he said he did not like that. He said just how it made him look, it made him look like a bitch. He said I don't agree with that because I ain't nobody's bitch. You know what I'm saying? That ain't how it's gonna go around these parts. And I liked how he worded. He's like, we have 2 kids together. We're family, but I'm not a bitch. You know what I'm saying? That's not how it was, and I don't like how it's making it seem like I took money from her, or I asked for money from her, or how I requested money from her, and that's not what happened. And I said, that's why I'm like, sometimes we be thinking something is one way and it be a whole nother, because that's just what it seems like based on how she worded it. We then seen on his post, and I think what he said was nice. It was a thing of sometime in marriage, the woman does make more money and the man gets alimony for whatever reason. He also said, I loved Toni the whole time we were married. Everybody who knew us at that time knew how deeply in love we were. Meaning, you don't try to make it seem to be like you got sick, I got upset, and I want your money. Which is kind of how it sounded. It's like kind of how it sounded. So he's like, he don't like at the fact that that's how it was kind of made to seem like, he out here, what I'm saying, grabbing for some money. He also brought up, the thing about how he did not like how he was portrayed on the show and all that stuff. Honey, then Tawanda's husband came chiming in, commenting shit. Like, I get what you mean. On the show, he said, on the show, they made me seem like I was out here trying to take Tawanda for all she had because it was good for the show. He said, in reality, that wasn't what was happening. And I said, oh, really? Now, with Tawanda and her dude, that was crazy. Every episode, she was saying how he wanted to take the kids, he want all the houses. Like, they made it seem as if like he was the bitch. Okay, they made him seem like a whole ass bitch. Like he was out here trying to get it all. He's now saying that's not really what happened, and it was his mistake for trusting the producers that they would tell the story the right way, and they didn't. And I'm guessing that's why after like season 2, he wasn't on there no more. Remember, Tawanda's husband was on there for like the first 2 seasons, even though they were having issues or whatever. And after that, he stopped being on there. And I do wonder if it's because of how he was portrayed, you know what I'm saying, by the producers. Because we can all say, well, no, that's not true. But we never really heard much of Andre's side. It was more of just what Tawanda was saying. And Tawanda's confessions and Tawanda's sister talking. But I think Tawanda's case and Toni's case are 2 different things, because Tawanda made it seem horrible. Toni didn't make her and Carrie things seem horrible. She just said, from her perspective, she felt these ways. And I like how Carrie said, I have a different viewpoint of what happened. And, my viewpoint is different than Toni's. But I respect her enough to not be, out here going back and forth. But I want to clear some things up. Meaning, I wasn't out here asking for alimony. We had agreed upon her paying alimony before we got married based on her attorneys. And my thing is, when you marry somebody who don't have attorneys and your attorney drop a prenup and he don't care, I would not have suggested I'll pay him shit. You know what I'm saying? Because if he don't ask for money, I'm not gonna offer it. We gonna divorce, and that's gonna be it. You come in what you got, I'm gonna come in what I got. But I guess her being Toni Braxton at that point in time, and I know she probably had millions and millions or whatever, because at that point she was popping, okay, back then, popping or whatever. So, but I think with him saying I didn't have any attorneys, but I wish I would have, because even in a divorce, things happen because I didn't have an attorney. So I feel like what he was saying was, even though she paid me alimony for like two, having I think it was maybe 2 or 3 years or whatever, maybe like 4 years, maybe 4 years, 4 years at that. It wasn't like he asked for the shit. And people always say, well, a man shouldn't be wanting alimony. I don't believe that. I don't. I believe whichever spouse makes more money and is the breadwinner, if y'all get divorced, I don't see anything wrong, fair being fair, with him getting alimony. Because again, if it was a woman, y'all would say she deserved that. She deserved that. Well, at the same time, if that man and woman had a happy home and a happy life, and they just broke, they wasn't made to be together in the state where they have a whole prenup that say, if we divorce, this is what somebody would get paid. Pay him the money. Y'all didn't argue for some fight, because I felt like if that was the case, Toni could have fought it and said, you know what, I don't want to do that. But she didn't do that. She just, it paid him. So I'm like, it is what it is. Anyway, I just had those little thoughts or whatever, y'all. That's what I thought. And that's it. I'm going to go home. I got to do a couple of reviews tonight. I'm going to do Married to Medicine. That came on Saturday, and I hadn't did it yet. I'm going to do, of course, Love and Hip Hop, which is on right now. And because I'm on the freeway, stuck in traffic. I gotta find a different way home if this freeway gonna be like this every night. But yeah, I'm gonna do Love and Hip Hop New York. I'm also gonna do T.I. and Tiny, and then tomorrow, Tuesday, I will do 90 Day Fiance, the 2-Teen Mom Show. I'm still doing, I think I'm gonna still do Family Business, because like not a lot of people watch the review. So I told y'all I'm not into doing reviews and people don't really watch it because it just takes so much damn time. So we shall see if the 2 videos I did for Family Business get much play. Because if not, I ain't gonna be worried about it. Anyway, have a great Monday. I'm finna cut this thing off and listen to some music. I'm literally stuck in this fucking traffic. Like literally, like, it's just so stupid. Anyway, y'all, have a good day. Let's hope I get home before 9 o'clock. I am Jay Lee. This is Jay's Corner. Peace.
He's like love, 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 and you.